Gongo.
So far on the Mermaid's baby.
Obiageli walked back home without a water pot, but with a bundle of hope nestled between her arms. She went to the river to fetch water that morning, but returned with the savior of all humanity.
Obiageli asked the servant who happened to be running past Omalicha's room what was happening, and the servant turned to her, looking very scared, and said, "A flood is coming." Obiageli, you were spotted by a member of the rebelling faction. You have to get out of the village, and fast. Your life might be in danger. Take Omalicha and leave the village immediately. The woman stopped abruptly and bowed before Omalicha. "Our savior, I welcome you," the priestess said. Omalicha looked confused and Obiageli looked terrified. "Our savior, I welcome you. Your destiny begins now." The priestess had seen her in a vision long ago. Now the child is here, and she must be prepared, for the river calls to her, and the world is waiting. Omalicha was so confused and was short of words. She kept looking at the elderly priestess in front of her, not knowing what to say. She looked at her mom, as if expecting an explanation, but Obiageli looked shocked. Mommy, what's she saying?" Omalicha asked. "My child, please give me a minute, you hear?" Obiageli said to Omalicha. Then she turned to the woman and said, "Mama, please come with me." Obiageli and the priestess walked a short distance away from Omalicha, who looked like her confusion kept on growing and growing. She couldn't help but feel weird about the whole thing. From the flood to the relocation, and now this. She didn't like the confusion she was feeling and couldn't wait for an explanation. She didn't know what was going on, but she thought the gods must be angry at mortals. "Mama, who are you?" Obiageli asked the priestess. The priestess looked at Obiageli for some time with a small smile on her face. "Who do you think I am?" she replied. "If I knew who you were, I wouldn't be asking, so please tell me," Obiageli pleaded. The priestess laughed and said, "Truly, what the adults see sitting, the children cannot see, even on top an iroko tree. So you mean to tell me that you cannot tell from my regalia that I am a devotee, messenger, and priestess to Nnemiri, the water deity?" she asked gently. Obiageli realized immediately and let out a breath she didn't even know she had been holding in. She felt a little relieved, for she was already in fight mode. She was ready to do anything to protect Omalicha if the priestess had turned out to be an enemy. "I didn't notice. My mind have been so occupied that even the tiniest details elude me," Obiageli explained. "It's fine, my daughter," the priestess assured her. "But what do you mean? What did Nne tell you?" Obiageli asked her. "Did you think she was going to save the world on her own, without any training? She has powers beyond our comprehension, and that could be dangerous if she doesn't learn how to control or use it properly. It could be a danger to the people around her, and even herself," the priestess said. Obiageli nodded quietly in understanding. "Nne didn't tell me anything about you though," she said contemplatively. The priestess looked at her smiling. "When I was a little girl, about your daughter's age, I was still an acolyte. I had a vision where Nne came to me and told me about a savior. She didn't tell me when or where, but she said when I see her, I'll know. It's been many years since then. Look at me now. I'm an old woman, and destiny is just about to be fulfilled," the priestess explained. The universe works in wondrous ways, Obiageli said in awe. Of course it does. Of every other place you could have gone to in this big wide world. Do you think it's a mere coincidence you decided to settle here? No. Providence does what Providence wants, the priestess explained again. Indeed it does. I'll tell her the truth of the whole matter tonight. Please, can you come to our home tomorrow morning so we can get started on her training? Obiageli asked. Of course, the priestess said, smiling. Suddenly, her smile vanished. She started running towards Omalicha. Come quickly, she's manifesting. As Obiageli turned, she saw Omalicha's hair flying in the wind, her eyes glowing with ethereal light. They are coming, Omalicha said, her voice sounding like many people. They are coming, she said again. The priestess stretched forth her right hand, muttering words Obiageli couldn't hear. She raised her other hand too, and Omalicha fell to her knees. She muttered more and more, breathing heavily and sweating. As she continued muttering, Omalicha became unconscious. As soon as Omalicha fainted, Obiageli ran towards her and cradled her in her arms. She turned and found the priestess breathing hard. Are you doing okay? Obiageli asked her, looking worried. Yes, I am, my dear. Thank you. She is strong. Too strong, even. And this isn't even a quarter of her power, she replied. What happened? She asked. She's reacting to the shift. There's an imbalance, and subconsciously, her inner psyche is reacting defensively to the chaos. She instinctively wants to protect it, the priestess replied, looking tired. She said they are coming. Who? Who is she talking about? Obiageli asked. I'm sure you know the answer to that, the priestess said. Quick now, we have to take her home and begin. Time is running out. There's a lot to do, she told Obiageli as they carried Omalicha home. Next, episode 6. Stay tuned. Bye!
Gongo.